Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good. My name is Elle.
Hello.
Hi, how are
Yeah,
you? My name is Elle.
yeah. My name Yao.
Yao. Good to
Yes,
meet you. I
yes.
live in Florida in the US. Where are you?
I'm from Vietnam.
Ah, very good. Do you live in
Yes,
Vietnam now?
yes. I'm in Vietnam.
Ah,
Yes.
and what do you do there? Are you a student? Are you working?
I'm a software engineer. Yes. Mm,
Okay. What
yes.
kind of software do you develop?
I developed the web application. Use some programming language like Java. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And develop some related to the database and I work with the finance company to develop the application for financial industry. Yeah.
Ah, for the finance industry.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Do you like your work?
Yes, I love my jobs very much.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Not everyone is so lucky. That's great.
Yeah.
Do you use English regularly at work?
Mm, yes, I often have a daily meeting with the U.S. customers, so I
Hmm.
use English quite, quite frequently. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but
Okay.
I have some problem when when I communicate with people, like I have to. I think that I have to try to translate in my mind um, and I sometimes I'm not calm when I talk something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I explain something with people, and sometimes they don't understand what I'm trying to explain. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, that's the
yeah,
problem. Yes.
that is frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So, how long have you been on Cambly?
I just joined Cambly maybe nearly 1 month, and this is
Oh, you're
yeah.
new.
Yeah, very new. I just joined company just maybe the maybe the number four class. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I should.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, welcome.
yeah. But I find that it's very hard to find the tutor. Mm, like I have to find someone and I call someone, but I have to wait. Yeah, to meet the
Yes.
people. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, when you have to do a meeting and you need to explain something to your
Yes.
team or a client,
Mhm.
what's something you would normally have to explain? Explain it to me as an example.
Mm, something like related to the technical and the business. I think that it's very hard to explain right now, but I think in the particular context, like
Mm-hmm.
related to my course in the Java language, and
Mm-hmm.
something I write and I want to explain to people, to my my boss maybe and
Mm-hmm.
or my leader, yes, and to help him understand what I'm writing and why I
Mm.
do something like that, not some in the different way. Yeah,
Right.
it's very yeah, something I'm I feel I am very rushed. Yeah, when I
Mm-hmm.
talk something, you can see what I'm talking here. In sometimes I feel that I very embarrassed. Yeah,
Hmm.
embarrassed
Okay.
to think because
Hmm.
I English not our language. So
Right.
I practice a lot when I was student, but it's not really good. I just communicate with directly with customer just for 1 year
Mm-hmm.
recently. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and in the past I just learn some grammar, so I don't have a lot of practice. So
Ah,
yeah,
mm-hmm. Yeah, and practice makes perfect. So it
yeah.
is important to
Hmm.
have opportunities to practice. So
Hmm.
you're doing fine. I think with more practice and lots of input and output regularly, you're going to do
Yes.
great. You're going to surprise yourself.
Yeah.
And that will boost your confidence, and confidence is everything. So, all right. Um, so here in the US where I live,
Yeah.
there are a lot of people who believe that everyone should learn to code, right? We should be teaching all children in school to code. And a lot of parents will even pay a lot of money, actually, it's very expensive, to put their children in a summer coding camp or
Oh.
weekend coding classes,
Yeah.
designed especially for children. So, what do you think? Do you think all children should learn to code? Is this a good idea?
I think yes, that's a good idea. Not children. I think everybody should try to learn a little bit from to course to
Mm-hmm.
code. Yeah, not really
Ah.
learn to earn money, but I think
Mm-hmm.
that I find some interesting things in some line of code, and
Mm-hmm.
we can practice to learn how to solve the problem. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and learn how to think something logically. Yeah, so I think coding
Mm-hmm.
can help us not only to earn money but also have a to think. Yeah,
Mm. That's a very interesting perspective because people do need to be problem solvers and be logical,
yeah,
no
that's right.
matter what their job is. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, very good. And did you learn to code when you were very young, or did you learn in high school or university?
Mm, in my country, we had some subject like information technology when I was a high school student, but
Mm.
not so much. I just learn a little bit related to some language like Pascal, but
Mm-hmm.
I choose this field when I go to the university, and I learn something like that. But
Ah.
originally I choose to become the physics teacher, so I was the also the education college. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but
Oh, really?
yes, but at the same time, I also learned the information technology. So that's the
Mm.
reason when I graduated, I choose to become the programmer, not the teacher.
Oh. Ah.
Yeah, yes,
Yes, a lot of teachers here are leaving the classroom. They're resigning from their jobs as
yeah,
teachers and
yes,
going to ed tech or um, what else? Customer experience specialists, UX design. So they're leaving education and going into either truly into technology or something very close to technologies that support. Um, yeah, it's an interesting change to witness, but
yes,
yeah, they are. So also related to coding and technology, here there are a lot of what should I call them? Boot camps or short trainings, maybe
yeah,
3 months or 6 months,
yes,
and their goal is to teach people to be a software developer or a programmer
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
without going to university. A lot of young people
Yes.
don't want to go to university because it takes 4 years and
Yeah.
it costs tens of thousands of dollars. So they
Yes.
prefer to do the short boot camp. Do you
Mm-hmm.
think this is a good way to learn, or do you think it's not enough?
Mm, I think it's good way because
Hmm.
in my country, I see a lot of programming, a lot of program like that. They have some short course, and student can join to learn how to course and how to. But they can learn not just the theory, but they learn in something like on-job training. They can learn how to
Mm.
write the real programming, the real
Mm-hmm.
software. Yeah, and so we can learn a lot of things from that. And for me, I was an art student. I'm not the university student like related to information technology, but I think
Mm-hmm.
it's that enough. But beside that, I think if we have a time, mm, we can learn. We can go to the university to learn something like basic knowledge. I mean, the
Mm.
foundation. Yeah, it's very good way
Mm-hmm.
to promote in the net level. Because in the short course, we should learn something in the surface, like um,
Mm.
it not very deep. Yeah.
Right,
So
right.
yeah.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah, I could see that. Hmm. Oh, okay. Now, is your company a Vietnamese company or a foreign company or international? What kind of company do you work for?
I work for a Vietnamese company,
Mm.
but they have a lot of I don't know how to say that like a lot of branch in U.S. in Japan, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, and some
okay.
other country, and we work with some at some customer in some country in US and Japan also. And
Oh.
yeah, for my job, I am working with the US customer. Yeah,
Mm. And have you visited the US yet?
not yet. I hope I have dream to to go
Oh, I
to
hope
US.
so.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah,
Yes.
I think working for an international company, that would be one of the best benefits, you know. Oh, have
Yeah.
to travel now, have to work, have to
Yeah.
go. Yeah, that would be exciting.
Yeah. I
Ah,
hope that.
yeah, okay.
Yes.
And how about somewhere closer to home? Have you traveled to other Asian countries?
Mm, travel for traveling,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I just go to Thailand.
Oh,
Just only
nice.
Thailand. Yeah, 2 years ago. Yes,
Mm.
I go with
Uh,
my friends. And,
yeah.
yeah, see, and I have this one friend. She work in Thailand, so I go there um, to travel and visit her. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. A funny coincidence, my favorite dish is a Thai dish.
Yeah.
Yes, it there's a Thai restaurant in my city.
Mhm.
They make the best peanut curry. We call it peanut curry. That's probably not what they call it, but it's made with peanuts and coconut milk and
Oh.
spicy peppers.
Mhm.
It
And
is
yeah.
the best. I could eat it every day. I'm not
Oh.
kidding. I could eat it every
Really?
day and not get tired
Yeah.
of it. Really, it's
Wow.
that good. But it has so many ingredients that I can't make it at home. I thought maybe
Yeah.
because of the pandemic, I
Yeah.
can't go to a restaurant. So I
Mhm.
thought, well, okay, I can cook. I'll make it. I looked it up online and the ingredient list just went on and on and on. And I thought, No, I can't make this.
Yeah.
No.
Have
Yeah.
you eaten that food in Thailand?
No, I wish.
Yeah.
I, yeah. Thailand is on my list when we can travel again and everything is safe again. Oh, I would
Yes.
love to go to Thailand. I would love to.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I hear it's
Okay.
beautiful and just so clean and
Yes.
yeah, and I would love to eat the food there and get the
Mhm.
authentic version. Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, that would be
So
nice.
yes.
Mm, all right. So is it Friday night for you right now?
Afternoon, Friday
Friday
afternoon.
afternoon. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Do you have plans for the weekend?
Not yet. mm, this weekend in my city have a festival, so I think
Ooh.
that I will enjoy it with my family.
Oh,
I just work
yes.
from home, yes, so I have a lot of time to do that.
Well, that's great. Do you
Yeah.
always work from home?
Not always, just because the COVID-19 period. So
Mm.
I will come back the office in next month.
Uh, are you
Yeah.
happy about going back to the office, or would you prefer to work from home?
Honestly, I like to work from home,
Me
but
too.
yeah, but I also want to come back to office to meet the people. Yeah, to communicate. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
because stay at
Yes.
home, I just work alone. It's very relaxed, but just work alone, and sometimes I cannot have a lot of communication. In I
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so
Yes, I understand that.
yeah,
I mean, I like working from home very much. I think I
yeah.
could, yeah, I think I could work from home forever.
Mm-hmm.
But it is nice to have the option to go in for a big meeting,
Yeah.
or if there are visitors like right now, today actually, because it's Friday morning for me. So later today, during the business day, my campus is going to have visitors from very high up at the university. But it's an hour and a half drive away from me, and it still isn't completely safe here because of coronavirus. So I'm not going to go. I'm kind of
Yeah.
sad that I'm not going to get to see them in person and, just say hello and
Mhm.
maybe have lunch and talk. But for now, it's best not to go. But yeah, it would be
Yes.
good once a month just to go in, remind everyone,
Yeah.
I'm here, I'm doing amazing work.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh, so, what is the festival about? What is it celebrating?
Mm, it related to the religion.
Mm.
Yeah, religion like that is related to the Buddhism.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. And there are lots of people. They decorate in their house and in the pagoda. So
Mm.
yeah, and we can go to the pagoda uh, to to watch people and to
Mm-hmm.
enjoy the atmosphere here, or to
Oh,
pray something for our health, our peaceful. Yeah. Yes.
oh, that sounds nice.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, there's a house not far from my house, and they
Mhm.
have a Buddha statue in their front yard. It
Mhm.
is the prettiest Buddha I've ever seen. Very young, very young Buddha dancing. I, d- so his hands are like this, and
Oh.
one foot is up on his knee, like he's dancing.
Oh.
It's so, every time I see it, I feel happy. But I'm not Buddhist, so I don't feel comfortable putting such a statue at my house because
Yes.
it's not my religion, so I don't want to offend anyone. And I
Mhm.
don't know if they're Buddhist. I don't know them, but that statue is so beautiful. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it just makes me smile every time I see it. Um,
Yes.
yeah, but maybe if they're not Buddhist, maybe they
Yeah.
shouldn't have it at their house. Um, but we have a sort of a tradition here that if someone moves into a new home and they have everything, they don't need dishes or they don't need, um, you know, I don't know, they don't need pots and pans. They have everything. Then, for good luck, you can give them a statue of the Buddha. It's supposed to bring good luck to their home. But I don't
Yes.
know, yeah, but I don't know where this came from. Mm. So I don't know. It seems a little odd to me, but it's beautiful. Well, I hope
Yes.
you have a lot of fun at the festival. Yeah.
Yes.
Will you go with your family or with friends or will you go by yourself?
I think that I will go with my family. Yeah.
Hmm. Oh,
And
that's nice.
we also celebrate some party at home. Like I don't know how to describe it in English, but I mean that we also have the Buddha stay at our house. Yeah, and
Oh, wow.
we have some small uh, like small party. Yeah, yes,
Hmm.
at home, and then we go out and visit the pagoda. Yes,
Oh,
in
that's
2 days.
great. Yeah.
Yes.
Ah, okay. So I know that you are new on Cambly and you said this is maybe your fourth lesson, right?
Yeah.
Around,
Yes.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So do you normally have just casual conversation like this?
Mm, uh, I just have some free conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not the lesson like yeah, just free
Yeah.
conversation. So
Yeah.
I yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Yes. So I think that it's good for me for when we
Mm-hmm.
talk together and have the free conversation. So
Mm-hmm.
you can give me some feedback or some advice or for my speaking. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Or my
Yeah.
listening or something
Mm-hmm.
related to English. Or
Yeah.
what I think is um, or can you give me some tips or some advice to help me can
Mm-hmm.
speak English more naturally?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think it is just about practice because your English is quite good. I think it's better than you think it is. You're doing a fine
Yes.
job. I understand
Yes.
everything you're saying, and
Yes.
you have understood all of my questions.
Yes.
So everything has made perfect sense. You're doing great. But I think it is just a matter of practice and getting more comfortable and building your confidence. And maybe after a month, you're going to be tired of just having free conversation, maybe. And then I think
Yeah.
a lot of the lessons on here might be too easy for you, but you can always do a little more difficult questions or even find um, a topic that's a little
Mm-hmm.
bit difficult and just say, okay, I've prepared something. I want to talk about the finance industry for 5 minutes, and then you
Yes.
talk for 5 minutes straight about some topic.
Yes.
And the person you're talking to can type in the chat feedback about even small things and then share that with you. So it could be, um, yeah, something I think just a little bit more difficult that will help you push yourself, so
Yes.
that, yeah, I think give yourself a month to get comfortable just with free conversation
Mm-hmm.
and then consider it. Or even just reading one paragraph, not a whole article, one
Yes.
paragraph from a difficult article, not in goo, that's too easy. Something like the
Yes.
New York Times or the Wall Street Journal, The
Yes.
Economist, something difficult, and just read one paragraph and then talk about the words, the phrases, the expressions, what it means, if it's interesting to you, not interesting. I think that will help you push yourself to the next level very much. Yeah, I think so. But give it
Yes.
time. You're doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But unfortunately, I have to say goodbye because I have an appointment starting right now
Oh, yes.
and they're
Okay.
calling in. But it was so nice to meet you. I hope we talk again.
Yeah, I hope so. Yes, see
Uh,
you. And thank
Enjoy
you
the
for,
festival.
yeah, thank you so much. See
Oh, of
you.
course.
Yeah, see you.